Fuck ice.
Fuck guys.
We're about to go through the crucible, but we'll come out the other side. We always arise from our own ashes. Everything returns later in its changed form. Later the second, Children of Dune. Welcome back to Dune Saga, everyone. This is Season 5 of our Dune campaign here on the Stolen Fires channel. I'm Eric, the GM for this multi-arc adventure series, which continues tonight with our final storyline to our saga, Eye of the Storm. A warm welcome and salutation to new and old viewers alike here to the Stolen Fires channel on Twitch, where there's always an awesome TTRPG live play to look forward to. Just as a content warning, this program does feature adult situations and language and may not be suitable for all ages, so viewer discretion is advised. As we continue to report from the Ninth Circle of Hell, we still want to bring attention to the plight of the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank at the hands of the Israeli government and their enablers. Please support groups like Palestine Action over at global.palestineaction.org/donate, and the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights at uscpr.org, as well as the Palestine Children's Relief Fund at pcrf.net. Donate what you can, and continue to educate for Palestinian rights. As far as music attributions go, shout-outs go to Pixabay, Scott Buckley, Darren Curtis Music, White Bat Audio, Coag Music, Tabletop Audio, Repulsive Sound, and Blear Moon. You can find more ambient sounds and tunes over at secretpress.bandcamp.com, scottbuckley.com.au, darrencurtismusic.com, whitebataudio.com, and pixabay.com/music. Thank you for our viewers and fans for tuning in. Our house entourage is here and ready to engage in the deadliest of intrigues. So let's go around the table and introduce everybody. Beginning with Erin.
As she drops her phone immediately. Hi everyone, I'm Erin. Pronouns she, her, faith fair. Tonight I'm actually going to start as playing Ryza, a conniving Bene Gesserit adept within the siege. Pronouns she, her, I assume. I just figured. Later, I will probably be playing Administrator Eloise, head of the Spacing Guild, whose pronouns are she, they.
Ambrose.
Hello, everybody. I am Ambrose, your friendly neighborhood changeling, and tonight I will be playing Zoshir and possibly Lysander. I'm in for a world of hurt.
Indeed you are. And last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. And I will be playing Lady Daphne, who will have someone else to push off a bridge soon.
The list just keeps climbing.
Hey, as long as Amira goes further down the list, it's...
Right. We'll be joined here shortly with a Leo, who will reprise his role as Archibald, who is in a whole lot of trouble over on Kaitine. But first we'll begin on Arrakis, where the plans had already been undergone to establish the assassination of Raban. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot the recap. Yes,
Yeah.
just a brief recap, if you will, Aaron, if you.
I would love to.
The connection kept cutting out so much last week, but I've turned my VPN off, so...
Fingers crossed. All right, here we go. Back on Kaitane, Archibald and Eloise continue to work the political landscape. Thanks to a little scarf-wearing bird, Eloise knows that House Thorvald is compromised. She thus decides to pay a friendly after-hours visit, complete with a gift melange, to House Wydris. Meanwhile, Amir, who's been here all along... God damn it, I just pictured the fucking Sam Reich game changer bullshit. Sorry. Takes another sample from a servant of House McColl. They're clean. As Administrator Eloise enters the Wydris quarter, she notices calm eyes all over the place. Wherever she goes, she will be watched and recorded. This house clearly plays for keeps, though Lady Ava Vera welcomes Eloise warmly. Eloise is polite enough before getting direct to business. She wants to know who the Emperor and Mohiam were meeting with, and she has revised trade agreements, extremely favorable to House Wydris to back up her request. They can't really say no to what she offers. House Thorvald, for one. It surprises Lady Varro when Eloise seems to know this already, and the name checks Noah Bruns as well. But as House Wydris had their own private meeting with the Emperor, well, the house doesn't like to kiss and tell, but Eloise can tell despite their coyness, they've already met with him. Using a slick move, she flirts with Lady Ava just long enough for Lysander back from his assignation to sneak a sample from her.
Assassination.
Assassination, thank you. To sneak a sample from her. House Wydress is compromised. As Eloise wraps up her flirtation, Archibald finds where the representatives are relaxing after a long day of negotiations. He openly approaches Amana Hazad, the representative of House Lindarin, surrounded by associates who seem to be from Chom. Studying them, he identifies Lindarin as a house that helps subtly undermine the Emperor's authority by shipping weapons to rebels. Archibald introduces himself and is warmly welcomed. They pour him a spice beer, and Archibald brings up his knowledge of a huge spice reserve, the one held by the Emperor and Harkonnen in tandem. Wasn't this something Duke Leto accused, or was accused of? It seems as though Lady Amana is deeply loyal to what remains of House Atreides. They openly speculate about the various houses, who will likely side with the Emperor, what the religious houses are likely to do, and whose fortunes have fallen. He floats the rumor of the Emperor being possessed, but Lady Amana is not willing to believe that much. Not yet. She's never heard anything like that. Clearly, she would need to see incredible amounts of proof to be swayed. He pivots to the Ixian Hayliners, saying he has one, and it doesn't use a navigator. This greatly intrigues Chom, and Archibald offers to give them a tour. Right now, if they want. But they're too tired. Snake plans a tour near the end of the week. Before leaving, he buys another drink for an already sloshed Lady Amana. He artfully spills it, gathering a sample. House Lindarin is clean. Back on Arrakis, the plan is to kill Raban, who plans to hold a parade and a statue dedication in his own honor in Karthag in the next few days. Merlot has brought in a few people for support, including Hassak, a deeply faithful Naib who has pledged loyalty to Zoshir. The parade route leads from the airport to the residency, so there's plenty of time to get an attack in. But the Harkonnen dropships are a concern. They need to be taken without risking many, many casualties. During the meeting, Daphne picks up something strange. Something is going on between Merlot and Dr. Kynes. Merlot is noticeably suspicious of her, though Dr. Kynes is here as a figure as a figure of religion here, representing her father's green dream for Arrakis. Merlot should be reverential, though isn't. Rise is, of course, also observing, and knows this is a new development for Merlot, and that he was an early disciple of Kairos. Merlot goes over the intelligence they have, including where to find the Harkonnen Crushers, on the heavily guarded second moon of the planet. They can make no mistakes, as atomics are often stored in places like this. Rise suggests they might make counter use of the atomic left by the Atreides, but Merlot thinks they just need to be precise. Daphne gets up and says that whatever this plan costs, the price will be paid by their children, and then leaves. She meditates again, searching her mind for more memories of the first Butlerian jihad. In her meditation, she remembers the neural net that figures like Omnius would use to send out orders. But the humans gained a victory when they sent out a reverse signal through the nodes and satellites, teaching the machines to fear humans. That forced Omnius into a retreat, but it wasn't a complete victory. Vorian Atreides led the push to simultaneously destroy all the nodes, but the cost was high. Millions of humans' lives lost, and the Earth rendered uninhabitable. And of course, the machines engineered their own retrovirus. Yet Raquala, an early Sikh doctor, realized the melange on Arrakis could slow or halt the virus. The aggressive mine on Arrakis and the distribution of spice saved billions of lives. Back in the main room, Merlot insists that this plan must work. They need a win, especially one this effective and symbolic alike. But the first question to settle is who should pilot the Crushers. Ryza flirts again with Zoshir while suggesting this is a duty for Outframe. This angers Merlot, who pivots back again to planning. He is clearly displeased with Ryza's interruptions. Merlot talks about infiltrating the moon, stealing the Crushers, and dropping them onto the parade. If anything goes wrong, they'll be swarmed by Harkonnen, so they need a contingency plan and an escape. After some back and forth, a break is called. During the break, Zoshir seeks out Merlot. The demands of the coming mission weigh heavily on him. Odds are high that whoever pilots the Crushers will not come back and will turn themselves into martyrs. He suggests perhaps Dr. Kynes might make a suitable martyr. Perhaps as a martyr, Zoshir could carry forward the Green Dream. Zoshir seems reluctant, especially without Dr. Kynes herself volunteering. Ryza's name comes up, but Merlot declines to comment on her, other than that he does not trust her. For more, Zoshir should consult with Sayadina Daphne. Fortunately, Daphne has finished her meditations and seeks him out in turn. She asks how the murder plans are going, and hopes the rest of the Fremen will not think her a coward for refusing to participate. Zoshir says she is not a coward, but a bearer of prophecy. That reassures her, and she reveals what she has learned. The stakes for a free Arrakis have risen. Removing the Harkonnen becomes even more important. Arrakis is about to become the Imperium's pharmacy, with Zoshir hopefully controlling it. The conversation shifts to Ryza. Daphne has so far been largely unaware of the other woman's actions, but she's had the same Bene Gesserit training. Daphne gives Zoshir a small demonstration of how Bene Gesserit can shift their whole being to seduce a target. And Zoshir, as powerful as he is a tempting target. They'll both better keep a better eye on her from now on. After speaking with Zoshir, Daphne finds Merlot. She wants to send coded messages about the medicinal properties of spice to Dr. Yuan Kaitane and Beatrice on Arrakis. But before she hands the message over, Daphne pins Merlot down on his resentment of Dr. Kynes and his apparent willingness to sacrifice the planet's only ecologist. He eventually reveals that the Adwali know Dr. Kynes is working with Zoshir, especially on the Green Dream. The Adwali plan to assassinate her, forcing a fracture in the council. Merlot believes that Dr. Kynes serves Arrakis best as a martyr, with Zoshir to carry on the Green Dream. Merlot, advised to do so by Daphne, reveals what he knows to Dr. Kynes. Zoshir in turn goes to speak to Kynes. She will not be afraid of the Adwali. Let them come. She is a Fremen who knows how to defend herself. The dream is bigger than herself. They discuss the details of the dream and the history of Arrakis. Zoshir offers Kynes what Merlot was trying to manipulate her into, and Dr. Kynes accepts. But when the meeting resumes, Hasak also volunteers. Merlot is thrown by this, but suggests Hasak's place is leading his people. Hasak's death would be less a martyr and more deprive his people of a leader. Hasak then offers up one of his heirs, who would no doubt be brave enough to volunteer. But then what of Kynes? Hakon Kaitane. It's later in the week. Archibald takes the Chobe representatives, along with House Lindarin, on a tour of his prototype ship. They're impressed by the design, but it's so small. Where's the navigator? Archibald reveals there is none. It's all heresy. He shows the video of Eloise's meeting with the Emperor and Mahayam, but as he hits play, or tries to, he hears a familiar voice in his head. Do you want to watch as I do this? It asks. The general has lost control of his body, and now he's going to show them exactly how this handliner works, by shoving the entourage overboard into the FTL coils, where they disintegrate.
Thank you for reading that, Aaron, and thank you as always to Rachel for taking excellent notes. I apologize for getting ahead of myself. Can you tell I want to get to the consequences already? Okay, so we can begin on Arrakis, where the plans to assassinate Raban, one of the two remaining heirs of the Harkonnen house, is taking place. You've already chosen who's going to be the sacrificial lambs, so to speak, and now we need to get to the drama. For some of you, this will be simple, but for others, it will not. Who would like to begin? No volunteers, I see.
I'll go.
Oh, excellent. I've got something for you, too.
Oh no.
One moment.
Look, here comes a consequence.
Yeah. So the plans are beginning to fall into place. Merlat has been ordering people here and there and making plans to begin this very complex operation to eliminate Raban. But something has not been discussed yet, and you're not privy to these discussions, as you made it very clear to him. And yet he is shadowing your doorway within the siege. He requires something from you and only you. And he awaits quietly while you finish dealing with your usual business with Varys and the twins.
Merlot?
Apologies, Sayadina. I didn't mean to intrude on such a late hour. But something has come up. There is a complication, a problem that I require your assistance with.
Oh, what do you need my help with?
He looks at Varys and he's just like, anything you can say in front of her, you can say in front of me.
Yeah. No, Varys can stay, obviously.
The face dancer spymaster comes in from outside the darkened corridor and he's like, there's a good chance that either the Harkonnens or the Sardaukar may interrupt in our plans to eliminate Raban. We don't have a fleet of ornithopters to help to provide cover. In fact, it's very possible that they may detect our intrusions and move to intercept. Daphne, we need the suicide codes for the ornithopters.
I see. All right.
You'll do it?
Yeah, she thinks about it, and like, she understands why it's necessary.
Just one more compromise.
One more little compromise because it's necessary.
Yeah. You give him and he's like, I'll guard this with my life.
And
That he,
only use
Post.
them at direst extremity.
of course, always, as he will. He kind of turns on his heel and walks out. And Varys looks at you while he's, bouncing one of the twins in his arm, and he's like, he kind of get like almost with the look of incredulousness on his face, like, did you really just do that?
I did some quick mental arithmetic.
Yeah? And what was the remainder?
Not enough, too much, but what's better, for a few Harkonnen to die, or for them to continue killing civilians?
Somebody very wise recently forced me to make a pledge to stop taking lives. Do you think I was wrong?
No, I don't. I think that was the right thing to do.
I think it was the right thing to do when you made a similar pledge to yourself. Or am I wrong? Again? I think we're both failing the moral calculus in this moment, Daphne.
I think you might be right.
He actually was expecting you to correct him, and so he's a little surprised for you to say that. He's just kind of like, oh shit.
I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Or the next day. But I know the Harkonnen can't win.
They can't be allowed to win. No. Well, if you're in for a penny, then we're in for a pound, aren't we?
I'd like to only be in for a few pennies.
They're gonna go make those plans right now. It's gonna be Kynes and Hasak's only son, Ladar, he says. I'll put the name in the Discord. Are you gonna stick to the sidelines? Or are we gonna get our hands bloody?
I think the best place for us to be is the sidelines. So Sheer isn't getting directly involved either.
I think there's no avoiding this for him, even if they are not involved, as you say. Yep. So she approved it. Out of the different options that Merlap placed before them, they made the decision. We're locked in, it says. I hope Zashir made the right decision, it says.
I hope he did too. I hope we don't lose Dr. Kynes.
No, it's an agreement. Speaking of Zoshir, you're in the evening after all the meetings and everything. You're making your way back to your quarters, and you go to lay down in the dark, and just trying to like focus your mind on something, but your hands catch on something on your roll, and it kind of like pricks you a little bit, and the alertness in you is like immediate, and like you turn and you think maybe that this is the work of a of a of a some kind of an assassination or something like that, because this isn't the first time this wouldn't be the first time actually that somebody has tried to take a shot at you, but you realize that it's not a weapon, it's not a poison dart or needle or anything like that somebody left in your bed. It's a hollow frame. You've seen these before. They're quite common in the marketplaces, even here on Arrakis. They basically can record a few seconds or so, up to about a minute of video and or audio, and they can play back in a loop. So it's like having a permanent holographic photograph. It's not activated currently, but you can activate it and see what it is.
Yeah, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
Turn it on. It's a very old, tarnished, weathered device that fits in the palm of your hand. When you activate it, though, this picture kind of flickers to life, and it's almost like looking at a ghost, because the people in the image are looking back at you, and they're blinking and they're smiling, and they look at each other lovingly. It's a hollow of your parents, pregnant with you. Somebody left this here.
Interesting.
You can feel free to enter the scene whenever you like, Riza.
Perfect. I think she's probably been watching and like, using Benny Gesserit training, just outside the door quietly, waiting for this kind of moment, and she's going to let Zoshir have this sink in, and she'll if there's a curtain or whatever, I assume there's not a proper door.
No.
She'll push aside the curtain a little bit and just tap on the wall gently before she just walks in brazenly.
Come in.
She walks in and gives the respectful Frabit style greeting to you, and it's forgive me, Madi, I didn't know the best time to give that to you. The War Council seemed like a poor choice given Merlot's open hostility, so I left it here for you. I hope you don't think ill of me for entering your quarters without permission, but it seemed like the best option at the time.
A bit disconcerted, perhaps, but I don't think ill of you.
It seemed like something you'd want. Am I mistaken?
No, you are not mistaken. Thank you. I apologize. My manners are lacking lately.
You've had a long day, Muddy. It's only expected.
It has indeed been a long day.
If you like, I know some techniques that can help with stress.
Sorry. Died. Meditations?
Something like that, yes.
I probably should just get some sleep, honestly.
Are you sure? Sleep while stressed will end in stress dreams, which means you'll only wake with a new version of it. But Obviously, you're the Mahdi, you know best.
You Zashir, give me a discipline roll, and Riza, go ahead and give me a communications roll. You know what to
Ooh.
do.
Okay.
And feel free to give me threat because you have no momentum at current.
Yeah, I'll give you a threat for an extra die.
Sounds good.
Not now. If you're an NPC, don't you give us like momentum since you're one of Eric's characters?
If you do well enough, you'll get momentum. But yeah.
Let's see what. I mean, I actually have to look at statements because. Yeah, we're gonna use power here.
Excellent.
That's probably also power for me, which is only a 4. Oh god.
Oh, did I quick whisper? I did. All right, perfect.
I don't have a focus. Oh boy. Let's see what I rolled.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Wow. Okay. So that earns you 2 momentum, Riza, to your 1 success there, Zoshir. And as soon as the words leave your mouth, oh, I should probably go to bed. You almost regret them because, like, on one hand, you're holding the only thing left of your parents and that siege that was destroyed by the Idwali, and on the other hand, you have this woman who you never known before, say a week ago. But in that time, she's made an impression on you, and a part of you, like your voice, the words fumble and fail in your throat as you issue like, oh yeah, go ahead and leave or whatever. Like you kind of like stop yourself and you kind of just you can't help but look at her and just feel something stir within you. How does Zashir react?
Right, so wait.
I submit.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes, Mahdi.
What are these techniques that you mentioned?
Meditation, yes. Also, there would be a physical component, only with your permission, of course. You've obviously seen how the Bene Gesserit move. We have a very strong understanding of muscle groups and nerve endings, and
Sorry, you got me again. Uh,
I might be good at this in real life or something.
it was the smirk that killed me. You know, I probably do need to relax a little better. Perhaps you could show me.
May I approach them,
Warned
Mahdi?
you about this.
I know, sorry. Yes. Thank you for asking.
All right, so yeah, Riza will come in and yeah, for sure, close curtain, approaches and goes like to sit behind Zoshir. And we'll like talk Zoshir through some basic meditative shit that Bene Gesserit know. And then
Control
is
your
going
breathing.
to end yes, some breath control, and then is going to apply Bene Gesserit hand massage fuckery.
No, not like this. Like this. Let me show you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you let her do her thing, and you guys do your thing. Elsewhere in the siege, Hasak, the Fedaykin warrior, is confronted with his son Ladar,
Huh?
a man of maybe 20 something seasons now, a young warrior, a Fedaykin in his own right, who has followed in your footsteps. He is about to be sent off to pay the greatest price, perhaps. And he's here to potentially say goodbye forever. How does Hasak receive his son in this situation?
He would definitely hug him and definitely try to spend as much time as he could for him because obviously he does love his son.
Hmm.
So
He recites the scripture from memory as he taught him. So you're kind of pleased on some level that he remembered and that he's carrying this with him in these days. However, there's still a part of you that almost regrets agreeing to send him. He asks for your advice. He's like, Father, what should I tell Liette as we board on for our mission? Is there anything that I should do or anything I should remember before we undertake this holy mission?
So, out of character, what is the possibility? Could he actually survive this? If is there a
The
chance?
chances are very, very slim, slim to none.
Okay. I would tell him this is a great honor, and I know it's probably scary, but I will always remember you. You'll always be my son. You know this.
I will send the Harkonnen's shade to the what is it that they say? I will send his shade into Al Alat, the sun. Like to burn forever in the name of our people. He says, and with that he gives you like a final embrace, and he goes to prepare his things. Like he raises, his crysknife, and really in addition to all of this, he just brings a small offering to give you. It's going to be the last time that the two of you sit across from each other and like break bread essentially, and because he's going to be leaving to the moon to acquire those crushers. So this is the last time, and with that, like he prepared like some small morsels to eat, wrapped in like these leaves.
Okay. Um, I would. I guess yeah, he would give him a death token of some sort.
Mm,
What's the equivalent of like maybe a dog tag or something like that?
good question. The Fremen usually take hold of like their possessions in the form of like litter johns of water and stuff like that, but I don't know what a death token might be. Maybe something personal to Hassak, like a miniature Orange Catholic Bible or something like that.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna say, and it's gonna be a necklace of some sort, and I'm gonna say, keep this around your neck. And
Oh,
no,
it's got like a sandworm teeth or
yeah,
something like that. Cool. It's a good, that I like that.
yep, and then know that you're not going to be alone through this.
Thank you, Father. As he puts it on, he wears it with pride. Okay. So the two both Kynes and Ladar make their preparations that night to leave and board a special flight that will take them to the moon to undergo this mission. Uh, the actual mission itself will not take place until the next morning at the dawn, which is typically the time that the Fremen are asleep, since they're active at night primarily. But these are not normal times, and so Zoshir, I'm gonna assume that Ryza slips out at some point of your quarters before Zoshir wakes up, and along with the rest of your commanders and such, like Merlat, and you're summoned to the central part of the siege, where like the sort of the command and control aspect of things are taking place. Um, does Daphne put in an appearance, or does she kind of just like stay out?
Uh, So I think she would have avoided the whole thing,
Hmm.
but then she gave Merlot the suicide codes. So
This
now
is on
sort
you
of
now, yeah.
yeah, so now feels like she's almost obligated to bear witness.
Sure. Merlot is surprised to see that you're the first one there. And he understands. There's a quiet sort of understanding there as he kind of takes his place around the council chamber and waits for everybody else to come in. The servants bring coffee service, melange, Uh, everybody eventually kind of trickles in one at a time. Riza, you're sort of hovering around the area, just seeing to everybody's needs. Daphne, you notice there's a little bit too much familiarity between the Mahdi and this adept
Oh,
that
I'm
you've.
gonna make a note to talk about that later. Not now, but definitely
Sure.
later.
uh, Asak a very somber-looking Asak joins you at the table. He still remains stoic in his demeanor, however. Merlat says, "Okay, the operations is about to begin." Um, out of character, Zashir, how many assets did you want to commit to this particular operation? Because so far you have Kynes and you have Ladar, Asak's son, but you obviously need some people on the ground to perhaps prepare the way for a successful operation. He Merlat did mention that you're going to need to utilize some or provide some kind of air cover potentially if they're compromised. So how much did you want to commit to this? Do you want to send up like a bunch of Fedaykin ahead into the city of Carthage for the unveiling for the parade to provide some sort of cover on the ground? Did you want to dedicate some ornithopters, and if so, how many?
Probably all of the above.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many ornithopters would be suspicious?
There's going to be a lot of ornithopters already in the air, just because it's a massive event that's taking place in Carthage. And there's already a lot of security, but literally buzzing around, just because of the Raban's importance and like how the prestigious event of his unveiling for the statue or whatever. So it's already going to be pretty dense with air cover, or coverage, I should say.
Oh, friends, does 3 sound like a reasonable number, or not enough, or too many?
Merlat would agree. He said, like, that's sufficient. So if
Okay.
you want to commit 3 ornithopters, any Fedaykin that you want to commit to this assignment.
Yes, definitely.
Merlat tries to help you out. He's like, we have several contingents of Fedaykin in the who operate within the Imperial Basin as it is. We can spare at least 2 or 3 groups.
I like the sound of that.
So he puts one on the ground, just to kind of provide small arms fire from the rooftops and such. If all else fails, they can assault the parade and try to get a lucky shot in on Raban. And the others will fly the Thopters in and sort of try to blend into the saturation of Ornithopters in the sky and take action as needed. He's like, good. So I see 2 or 3 units. Alright. So the way this is going to work is because this is essentially architect play, someone is going to need to have to roll for the people involved in undertaking this action. Kynes is probably going to be helping or leading the operation on the moon with Hasak's son Ladar. I'm gonna say that he is a. Where's my Fedaykin? Here we go. I'm gonna say that he's accomplished Fedaykin, so he has stealth as a specialty. So let me see if I can give you the. I'm going to give you control over the Fedaykin character sheet, Ambrose, so that you can roll on their behalf since they do follow you.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah, none at all. Kynes. Here we go. I'll roll for Kynes. If you want to roll for the Fedaykin, you just need to make one roll. Or sorry, I think Kynes will be the supporting roll here. So you're actually going to be rolling both dice for the Fedaykin for in terms of stealth. This is going to be a move roll.
Sorry, I'm looking for where they are on the sheet. Or on the list.
Oh, it's question. It's under Fremen tribes and sieges under the Arrakis folder. You'll find them there. If you know where to find your own character, it's just like one level above that.
Found him.
And if, obviously, just like before, you have 2 momentum this time. You can spend 1 to gain an extra die, or you can spend 3 and get 2, in which case you'd be rolling 4. Liette will be rolling 1 die to assist you to a support capacity. Let me see if I can roll for that. This is going to be this is going to be a duty thing. 1 die. No focus. She gives you 1 success towards your tally of 4. This is an infiltration roll, so stealth obviously is going to be a focus to be used here. I'll go ahead and roll that, and or let me know if you're going to spend any momentum and or threat to roll additional dice.
Yeah. Though how many I haven't decided.
Okay.
Let's how many successes do I need?
4. You have 1 from Liette so far.
I will give you no threat to roll 3 dice.
Very good. So that's 1 momentum. So you roll 3 dice, and you incorporate the focus because Fedaykin have stealth. Roll the bones. 3 successes it is. You're past the first part of this this particular operation. So if you can imagine, it's dawn on Arrakis, but in space, it's just like this transport that's just been hovering near the moon with no lights on. And then once the time factor comes in and their synchronized watches go into effect, they're okay. Then they start the operation. The lights come on and it starts moving. The craft hovers close and just kind of veers off the moon a little bit, and something small jettisons away from the craft. They're basically wearing these suspensor suits that they're using with anti-grav technology to help them sort of guide themselves in and to adjust it so that they can land on the moon sufficiently. It's a barren place, but there is a facility there, and there are Harkonnens guarding this place, mostly on the inside of the facility, but they still have they utilize comm eyes and things like that on the outskirts. So they wait for the right time for the facility to be shrouded in shadow, and that's when they descend. And they do so without giving themselves away in the process. And very, very slowly, very carefully, the both of them sort of moonwalk their way over to the facility to try to infiltrate it. And they manage to get through without much of a problem. They access what appears to be like a very large hangar type facility, and inside are these like massive metal orbs called crushers, and they make their way inside. Now, this next test requires that they understand how to pilot these things and how they operate. They're basically getting a crash course on the job training when it comes to this sort of thing. This will require an understand difficulty 2 roll. They can succeed at cost should they fail, but the results of that could be quite catastrophic. You understand? So, like with civilians getting killed in the process, that kind of thing. So you can go ahead and we need to decide who's going to make that roll. The Fedaykin has an understand of 5, so personally, I don't recommend that they're the ones to do this. Instead, it might be good for Dr. Kynes, who has an understand of 7, to be leading that effort while the Fedaykin supports. Sort of like an inverse of what we just did. That sounds suitable?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think your own understand score for Zoshir exceeds that of 7, right? I'm not looking at the sheet. But... No, okay. Just check. All right, so she's probably going to go ahead and make a roll. Who would like to roll for Dr. Kynes? Rachel? I think you're
Sure,
muted.
I can roll for her.
Okay. Yeah, put you in here. There you go.
There's your
Good.
sheet.
So, just like before, you can spend a momentum to gain a 3rd die. The difficulty for this is 2. In general, rolling 3 dice, you're pretty safe. You're going to be having the Fedaykin assist you for whatever that's worth. How much do you want to gamble here?
I'll roll 3 dice.
Okay. So, that's
And
the
so
last
that's
of the
an
momentum.
understand roll?
Correct. So you're going to roll 3 dice for that one, and the Fedaykin are in turn going to roll once. Go ahead and roll whenever you're ready, Ambrose, for the Fedaykin.
Okay. And that was duty? Or, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
This is duty.
Understanding.
Yeah, for sure. Understand and duty for the, more than likely, for the drive. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, just 1 dice, right?
Just 1 die, yeah.
Okay, let me fix that.
I would like to use Kynes' unquestionable loyalty to spend that bonus determination, because this is definitely in service to the Fremen.
Oh, to re-roll? Sure.
I get a icky roll. Mm-hmm.
The Fedaykin doesn't know what to do with the controls. They're just kind of like befuddled by all of this. Kynes has flown things before, so she's a little bit more confident. But even still, this is like, you know, you've learned how to drive a car and maybe how to fly like a helicopter. This is a tank.
Yeah, so
yeah.
An airborne tank.
I'm sorry that I could never remember the answer, but spending a determination after the roll
Means you can re-roll
whole
however
thing,
many of your
okay.
dice. Yeah. Any number of dice that you've rolled, you can re-roll.
Okay. Fuck!
Oh, you could have just re-rolled the other 2, but oh man, that's bad. Well, you have one thing that could help you, and that is the. Oh, actually, Ladar can spend a determination point. They are named characters, so they have a determination point of their own. They can use that to re-roll if you don't want to dip into your 2 bennies that you have available.
Let's use Ladar's determination.
Okay,
Trey
so-
also just dropped another Benny on us.
Oh,
we have 3
Oh,
out.
dang. Big spender. Okay. All right. Go ahead and re-roll that, Ambrose. 1 die. You need 1 success.
oh, sweet.
You got it. Okay. So that's 2 successes. You're through that hurdle. Between the 2 of you, you kind of figure it out, and you're like, okay, this is the anti-drive controls. This is the forward controls. Got it. Okay. And like you start figuring it out, and basically now you just have to basically get out of here and get into position where this thing is going to plunge into through the atmosphere. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. Let's see. So the first thing you got to figure out once you're inside of this thing is how to move it. That is a move difficulty 2 roll. I think that both of you are pretty evenly matched in that category. Oh, actually, no, that's not correct. Kynes appears to have a 4, and the Fedaykin appears to have a 6. So I think for this particular dance, the Fedaykin will need to lead.
Absolutely.
So you're out of momentum. However, you can give me threat to roll additional dice, and Kynes can help with the move roll in a support capacity if
Yeah,
they choose.
I will.
How many dice are you rolling, Fedaykin or Ladar?
Oh boy. How many successes do we need?
2.
Um, I'll stick with the two. Does stealth count as a focus for this?
No, this is movement.
Curses.
Unless you're trying to be quiet and somehow sneak out of here without the Harkonnens noticing, that's going to be an exceptional. I'll probably drop some threat and increase that to a 3 if you're trying to do it quietly.
What do you think, Rachel? Should we attempt to do it quietly?
Yes.
Okay. Difficulty is 3 then. Spend the 2
Then
threat right now.
I will give you threat to be able to roll 3 dices.
Okay. So that means I'm back to 14. Go for it.
Hmm.
There's your 3. So whatever Kynes rolls is maybe momentum on top.
Yeah, so I think I
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
only roll 1.
Yes.
Okay. Yes!
Yeah. Okay. So you actually got some momentum back from that one. The both of you are careful and have listened to Merlat's suggestions on how to make it appear that there's just a malfunction with the door, when in actuality you're opening and leaving with the thing and closing it back behind you. So you put in some you utilize the tradecraft that Merlat taught you before you left Arrakis to create a sort of a temporary distraction to just keep the Harkonnens' eyes away from the opening of the doors. And while this thing sort of like hovers out, wow, as the thrusters come on and shit, and you just you put the throttle to it, and the thing starts to float out of the facility. You hit it full thrust, and it starts flying up over close to the outside of the moon. By the time they notice that you're gone, it's already too late. They can't communicate back to the Harkonnens on Arrakis in time for them to prevent anything. I am taking note, however, of your complications. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see. So you obscured your presence for the most part. Now is the most difficult part, arguably, of this whole thing, and that is to execute a flawless drop. The parade is already underway. I'll show you what that kind of looks like. Welcome to the Kill Raban map. We're just going to pretend that this isn't, say, Arakeen, and instead it's our Carthag, because it's basically the same layout. But if you notice here, Raban is on the city shield wall, and he's going to be making his way as part of the parade all the way through the city, all the way to the residency. So as he starts to make his way over, that's when Kynes and Ladar begin to utilize the controls on the crusher to see where exactly they're going to be dropping. You're getting fed. You open up the comm channels, and you're getting fed all manner of intelligence from the specified frequencies being utilized by the Fedaykin that Merlat has put into play on the ground and in the air. They tell you that all you hear are just coordinates over and over and over again, and your hands move over the controls as you're putting yourself in a position to drop and kill this man and anybody else who might be around him. It's an incredibly tense 20, 30 minutes that you're doing this until you get into position. Meanwhile, the Fedaykin are reporting back to the siege as to like, yeah, they've made contact with it, we see it, we know where to look for this thing, and they're currently en route to the exact approximate coordinates that you specified. And Merlat in the council room is like, okay, we're almost there. Keep pushing, he says. Now this next part is going to be difficult. I need a battle or move roll of 4 or higher. However, you do get an extra free die because of the guild satellites that you're utilizing to kind of coordinate all of this. So this is a little bit trigonometry for whoever's piloting the Crusher, and also partially a tactician's viewpoint, where you're going to need to drop this thing on the exact on a precise target. So then, I need to know which one of you is going to be rolling for what, and who's going to be assisting.
I imagine the Fedaykin are probably better at battle.
Mm-hmm. Correct. The Fedaykin has a 7 battle and a 6 move. So I'm assuming that you can shore up the difference there. I think you have a slightly better battle than move kinds. The alternative here, now that you're within orbit of Arrakis, is to establish communications with the council room in the siege. This, however, is dangerous. If you roll any complications, the Harkonnens may have an opportunity to trace that connection or to intercept your communications, since they're very active right now with Raban security.
Oh boy.
So but the benefit of doing this is that somebody within the council chambers can take control. Or architect play. In other words, if those present have a better statistic or skill and accompanying talent, they could be the ones to make that action instead of your subordinate. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
So what's Zoshir's is Zoshir's battle also 7?
Let me pull him up. 6. My move is 7.
Oh, okay. So excellent example then. None of these guys have a 7 move, but if you wanted to use Zoshir's movement instead of the Fedaykin's, for example, you could do that. But in order to do that, you have to establish a line of communication between the Crusher and the Council.
Gotcha.
And like I said, complications are bad in this particular case. Do you want to take that risk, or is it radio silence?
Oh.
The two of you, by the way, in this big metal sphere in the atmosphere, as it's getting hotter, you're sweating your ass off.
Swamp ass. Really want to risk it for the biscuit.
What does Kynes say?
So I'm sorry, I was dealing with a mod thing. What,
no problem.
What are our options?
Rachel, it might not be a mod thing. I guess Treya's ISP is having issues, and it might be your VPN.
Okay.
VPN issues might be a thing just across the board for everyone.
Damn.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
So, because her highlighted message came through fine, so it's some weird VPN shit. Sorry. Anyways.
Worries. Yeah. So your options right now are to make a battle or movement roll of 4 or higher to hit the target precisely. However, if you don't feel confident that between the two of you can achieve those numbered successes, you can establish a line of communication with the council back in the siege, and then architect play can come into can enter the chat.
Oh.
You can have somebody who, like Zoshir, who has a movement of 7, for example, to make the main role instead of the subordinates, and the subordinates can assist, but only one can assist.
The battle for the Fedaykin is 7, so
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and Liet has a fairly good battle, so I think we can handle this between the two of us.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's radio silence. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll also pay threat for 3 dice.
You have
3
momentum.
dice.
We have momentum.
Oh, yeah, you have momentum, so you basically have to
no,
give
then I'll
me.
spend the momentum.
Okay, so you give me 2 momentum and a threat, and you get 2 extra dice for whoever is the lead roller here.
Alright, I think should be the Fedaykin because their battle is slightly better.
Sure,
okay.
makes sense. All right, I'm at 15 threat. Go ahead and roll your 4 dice for the Fedaykin, and Liet can roll 1 die for support. Oh, and don't forget, actually, you roll 5 dice,
Oh.
Ladar, because of the guild satellites. Just forgot.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
spend a penny.
What did you roll?
A 20.
Oh, oh, you really don't want a complication right now.
Oh
Okay.
man. Okay.
Hmm.
Do we have any other videos?
You got okay. You got 3 successes. You got 3 successes, and you have 3 bennies right now. So all you need to do is roll the 16, the 14, and or the other 16 that you rolled that failed, and you just need 1 more success.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm rolling 3 dice. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah, 3.
3.
Because
Wow.
there's a 1 in there.
Yeah.
The crit.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. So you got 2 momentum back. Excellent. Okay. So you you hear I imagine Tynes and Ladar both kind of like as they're working the controls, and sweat is like dripping down their faces, and their faces are being lit up by the consoles in this otherwise incredibly dark confines. Then the roaring from the fire from outside is getting louder. But the both of them begin to pray in one way or another. Either they internalize it or they just mumble it under their breath. Like this is the last time they're going to. This is the last experience that they're going to have. The thing falls through the atmosphere, and the parade is going as you would expect it to be. Raban gets like halfway through the city, close to where the troop barracks is at, not actually reaching the statue that he was wanting to reach for the big unveiling. Because of the complications, however, let me see. Oh, you spent a penny, right, Rachel, for the
I did.
Good. So you're down to 2. Let me just keep track of that. Okay. So you see some of the Harkonnen thopters, though. It's a comet coming from the sky, and it's emblazoned with fire. So it's almost impossible not to notice from the ground, at least if you're looking in the direction. And some of the Harkonnen patrols peel off from the main drive of the parade and start to like fly upwards to try to see if they can get a closer look and start reporting it to the ground. And they start moving to intercept. That's when the rest of the Fedaykin move in and try to take them out. It's an ornithopter chase. So I need for this one, and it's okay. I need you to use the same sheet as before, Ambrose, for the Fedaykin, but this time you're going to be let's see. Yeah, you could use battle or move. Keep it real simple here. But yeah, you're basically 3 versus 2. With you being in the majority here, all the Fedaykin are moving in. to take out these two ships that are moving to intercept the Crushers. So far, everything appears to be normal on the ground level. No one's been alerted as of yet, but there is a buzz starting to make its way through the Harkonnen forces. The Fedaykin realize immediately that you're not dealing with Harkonnens. These are Sardaukar, providing security
shit.
for the city. Yeah, so they're moving in fast, and they've got missiles at the ready. They see you coming up behind them, and now it's a dogfight. I need you to give me a battle roll. I'm gonna roll for my Sardaukar as well,
Okay.
and I've got threat, so I'll spend it.
Shit.
Let's see. Let's go with the 2 dice. So I'm rolling 3. Like 3 dice. Doing their duty. 3 dice. I need no focus on this one. Okay. Wow. The legend continues. You need 2 successes or more to take out one of the 2 ornithopters that is moving to intercept.
Okay. We don't have any bennies.
Yeah, we do. We
You
have
do.
two.
Oh, we do.
You have 2, and you have 2 momentum.
And we have 2
as well.
momentum.
Yeah, you guys knocked it out of the park with that last roll.
Oh, I'm gonna use momentum.
Okay. How much? 1?
That gives me 3 dice, yes?
For the Fedaykin, they're NPCs, so you roll 1 die for them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
That's why I spent 3.
Okay. Yeah, I will do. Should I do 2 momentums? Get
I
3
think you need
dice.
3 to get 3
Is
dice.
that what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's fine. That means I'm back up. Well, hold on. That means 2. That means I'm up to 13 threat.
Cool. Please don't die.
2 successors or higher.
Yeah.
Got it. Boom. Okay. The Sardaukar are expecting to be shot with las guns, so they deploy their shield. They think they're safe. They are mistaken. You fire the missiles that are aboard the Fedaykin fire the homing missiles aboard the ornithopters. It makes contact, shorts out the shield, and the las gun finishes them off. The thing cuts bisects the craft, and the thing explodes. The other craft drops back and tries to get behind you and tries to take you out in one fell swoop with a las beam. I need you to make I need the Fedaykin to make a movement roll, no focus, and I'll tell you what the difficulty is here in just a second when I roll the dice. Battle. Oh, I need to. Yes. So I'm gonna be down to 10 threat. 3 dice. They're gonna try to shoot you to death. Well, actually, they get a focus for that one, but not that it matters because I rolled like shit, as always. So, unbelievable. Yeah, it's just 1 success to not get shot.
1 success to not get shot. Got it.
You roll 1 die, unless you want to give me threat and roll a second.
Yeah.
You have 3 ornithopters.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a threat.
Okay. Roll them bones.
Oh.
Look at you!
Oh God.
So you get 2.
Sweet.
You get 2 momentum from that. So that was a smooth move. There's some quick flying on behalf of the Fedaykin. The las gun beams come incredibly close to the chassis, and you manage to swerve out of the way just in time. You're like like snakes flying in the sky. The other 2 ornithopters break off, and they try to come in for a pincer attack. You get to roll for them now. As there's only 1 Sardaukar left, but they are raising the alarm, and more ornithopters are starting to come up. Meanwhile, the Crusher's coming down. Give me the two more attack rolls from your other 2 ornithopters to see if they manage to succeed against the Sardaukar. I'm going to roll for their battle right now. I'm just going to spend 1 threat for defense to set the difficulty for you. 2 successes or more to tag this last Sardaukar craft.
I'm going to use a momentum to get 2 dice.
Okay. You want to do that
question.
for each one or just the one?
Each one.
Excellent.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Are the ornithopter blades long blades or short blades? Because I've got a focus and short blades.
You're very funny. Please roll the dice.
Yeah. I tried, y'all. Oh shit. Okay, there's one.
Nice.
You've learned well at the School of Aaron, where if you don't ask, you'll never know.
It's always good to ask. Oh, you got okay. So you got you got 3 successes for one and 1 success for the other one. So one of them missed. Oh, and you got a complication. Fun, but the other one got lucky and sort of obliterated. So in the process of taking down this Sardaukar craft, you pincer attack with the other 2 remaining Thopters, and the las beam hits just right and cleaves it, breaks it in half. However, they move swift enough that they actually put their friendly in danger, and one of their wings gets clipped with the las beam, and so there's a trail of smoke as one of the Fedaykin Thopters starts to like veer off from the flight path. Your 2 ornithopters, however, are still have cleared the area for now, and now that gives Kynes and Ladar the opportunity that they needed to take out Raban. The last one is the escape to safety check, which is almost impossible. Individually, they would have to make a roll of 5 or higher in order to survive the drop and the resulting attack from the Harkonnen and Sardaukar forces combined.
If there's one thing I know, we can make impossible rolls in this game.
You can. I don't know about everybody else. Tell me I'm wrong.
I won't, because that was the joke.
Okay, so you're free to make that those rolls to try to see if this succeeds or not, if they're able to escape. But the resulting attack is obvious. You know, everybody tries to move Raban out of the way, but they're not calculating for where this thing is set to land. Kynes and Ladar look at each other one last time as they continue to pray, either outwardly or inwardly, and the Crusher does its job. It hits the tops of the buildings and crumbles them. And this, incredibly cinematic moment, the crowds disperse. The Harkonnens look up in horror as their own weapons are being used against them. The War Machine crushes, and Raban sees it with his eyes. Plainly, like he knows, like there's no escaping this. He tries anyway, but it is futile at this point. And he disappears underneath this cascading, bouncing, sliding ball of death. The rest of the Harkonnens and the Sardaukar bring their las guns and immediately open fire on the cutter, on the Crusher, cutting it open with las beams. There are no shields on this thing. You're free to roll for either one of those characters to see if they can survive. You have what you have in front of you, and that is all. I think I had 10 threat left.
What about his my guy's son?
Oh yeah, he's the one who's on board the Crusher along with Kynes.
Yep.
They
so
have
what's mine?
The Fedaykin sheet here. That is Hasak's son. He's using that sheet.
Okay. So
he has a move of 6, but I mean he would have to do something miraculous to be able to escape the view. And this is already that he's kind of accepted his own death in this instance. It's questionable whether he would be trying to flee at this point, but if you think you're lucky, you can try to roll. However, I would warn you, or I would preface that any rolls going forward would probably not be benefit to the bennies that are afforded the actual player characters. That's fair to you.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll make Kynes' roll. Is this battle?
This is move.
Move.
I'll make the Fedaykin roll. Just
sorry, it's whatever
for
you
shits
want.
and
It's
gigs.
whatever you think you need to escape. Probably battle or move, though, out of the 2.
I'm gonna do the Fedaykin roll just for shits and gigs.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Do that roll. It seems appropriate. Hold on a second. I'll clue you into that sheet so you can utilize it.
Okay. Watch,
if you-
everybody dies but him.
I mean, this was intended to be a suicide mission. Everyone kind of knew that they weren't coming back.
Yeah, we could use a momentum, right, to roll 3 dice.
Yes.
We are
In
gonna
this-
lose it when we switch scenes, so it actually
Oh, yeah,
does make
100%.
sense to spend the momentum.
How much
So-
do you
I'm
have?
100% gonna lose it.
It disappeared off my sheet. I want to say, yeah, I want to say you had like 1 left.
I'm
But
pretty
I
sure
don't
there
see
was
any.
one left. Yeah.
My threat all but disappeared for some reason.
I see you with 10 threat. Us with
Oh,
2 bennies.
fuck.
Your malevolences. Well, rip.
What about
Rip Kynes.
Goodbye, Dr. Kynes. The Fedaykin roll now. Did you find the sheet, Leo?
Where's the Fedaykin under?
I'll show you.
Arrakis. I got Fremen, tribes, and sieges. Oh, I found it.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, so what do I gotta do?
5 successes. Battle or move, your choice. You already
Could I
spent your
use
determination point.
Could I use discipline because I have survival?
This is not survival, or at least not in the sense of like desert survival, which is what it's supposed to be.
All right, you
You're
said
in the
what?
city now.
You said move or communicate?
No. Generally, this is going to be a move or a battle roll to escape without being horribly maimed or killed.
Could I use the stealth focus on this to blend into the
You can.
background? All right. Okay, well, so I have a
Play
6
dead,
in
maybe?
move and a 7 in battle. But I have the stealth focus. Should I use move instead of the battle even though the battle is higher?
Yeah, because the focus gives you a better opportunity for 2 successes, just mathematically
Okay.
speaking. Yeah. Even if your target number is lower, you have a better chance of 2 than like with no focus you only get it on 1, right?
Gotcha. Do we
Yeah.
got any do we have no momentum, do we?
No,
No.
I think Kyne spent it, so
Yeah.
That's fine. He actually has a pretty good roll for this. Yes, focus.
The Fedaykin are exceptional.
Oh, 3 successes.
This is a move, so he was trying to be slick. He was trying to slip out on it, or maybe he was trying to play dead. As the Harkonnen and the Sardaukar cut their way into the crusher, they find the bodies of a very deceased Dr. Kynes, and they look over and they see like a Fedaykin young warrior, I don't know if he would do that. Would Ladar pretend to be dead and try to be deceitful, or would he try to like just flee? Or it may trust me, it does matter what he does. If they try
Okay.
to fight their way out or use some kind of guile.
In terms of the religion, what is like what if you flee? Is that like a disgrace?
Not necessarily. You live to fight another day, fight your oppressor, etc.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if like the religion was like more of a battle focused religion where like if you run away you're considered a coward kind of thing.
Not quite Warhammer 40k, but
Got it. Okay. Does he see an opening for it?
Possibly. You were lucky thus far that you didn't get cut to pieces by the las beams already, but like it's like you came into this knowing that there might not be a way back. So yeah, you probably would have tried to like slip out from behind or something like that, or use some catch or hatch
So,
or whatever to open it up
here's
and
the thing.
slip out while they're going in searching for bodies.
His father basically volunteered him from this. He probably did not want this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But he was kind of forced into it. So yeah, I would say like his last knee-jerk reaction is I don't want to die. So
He did.
yeah,
Yeah,
you try
despite
to
all
flee.
odds, like he decided, despite everything that he's done, he's like, I still want to live, and like you try to
Yeah.
run out you try to run out, but they see you and they open fire on you, and Ladar dies in the streets. Just another Fremen gunned down by the Harkonnens and the Sardaukar combined. It's
Oh.
quite a scene. There's just miles of destruction that the Crusher, came through and just wreaked havoc all the way leading up to Raban's untimely demise. Or maybe it was timely demise. But back in the council chambers, Merlat receives the word from the remaining Fedaykin who are still in the air. They report what they're seeing. Kynes and Ladar are dead, but so is Raban. The Harkonnen have lost one of their heirs to their throne. Mission accomplished. And with that, Merlat kind of like kills the lights on the center console table, and there's like this incredible silence that fills the room as he kind of looks around. You know, with not saying anything, but knowing that this great victory came at a tremendous cost. And with that, we'll. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So what a little tiny thing before we cut away.
Sure.
Ryza's gonna stand next to Zoshir and pray with him over the losses of Fremen.
You put a reassuring hand on his shoulder.
Yep.
It doesn't go unnoticed by Daphne, of course.
After some good old wienering.
And with that, we'll take our mid-show break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. Don't go away.
fuck ice.
Welcome back. Where we last left off, our intrepid group of agents successfully assassinated Raban of the Harkonnens, and now we're having to deal with the aftermath. In particular, the mission, that part of the operation is definitely over, but Merlat is getting communications from other Fremen in the field that one of the Fedaykin ornithopters went down in the northern wastes outside the city of Carthage. And so they're basically having to run for it and then trying to move to extract. The Harkonnens are in full panic mode, though, and their security apparatus is, spreading out. Ornithopters, hover cars, etc. They're all, the whole thing is being employed. And this is where he looks up and locks eyes for a moment with Daphne. He's like, employ the codes, do it now. And that's where you see the little bleeps on the radar of the Harkonnen ships that are coming in suddenly disappear off the radar, as the suicide codes are utilized with the help of the guild satellites that they now have control over. And once those codes are transmitted, the kill boxes within those ornithopters go off, and so do the Harkonnens and the Sardaukar that are aboard as well. They just explode. So with that, the rest of the Fedaykin are successfully pulled away from the operation, and everybody is clear. With that, he kind of switches off the audio, and makes a motion like, "Hey, let's clear the room. Only specific personnel need to be present to kind of go over the debrief of this mission." Who is going to remain in the room once everybody else kind of files out?
Daphne will remain. And if Ryza tries, we'll say, "I don't think your presence is required."
Oh shit!
I will say Ryza does look to Zoshir before
Like, you don't
Daph-
make that decision.
Yeah.
Wow. How does Zoshir kind of conduct themselves after the operation is over?
Very, very solemn, very quiet. Does he specifically know that Dr. Kynes was killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting there for a little while.
Okay. How about Hasak? Your son is gone, and so is Liet, somebody of immense importance to the Fremen.
Yeah, he's definitely grieving in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But he is gonna ask, "Did my son go out like a warrior?"
And Merlat hands you the diplomatic answer. He gave his life at the beginning, at the acceptance of this operation, of this tremendous mission that he undertook to injure the enemy in a significant manner. He's like, there was no real chance of any of them surviving this, and he knew it, and that is the greatest sign of a warrior. That he kind of speaks a little poetically about it, how he's like, being a warrior doesn't just mean acceptance of death for your enemy, it also means acceptance of death for yourself.
Okay.
And he recognized that first and foremost before he accepted it.
That answer's good enough for him.
I suspect it was. And that's exactly what he was counting on. He's like, okay, good. And without anything else, he's like, I leave you to your grieving, he says, Merlat says to Hasak, in a subtle way of saying, like, we need the room, me and Daphne and Zoshir.
I promptly leave.
Is there anything else that you wanted to do before you do that?
I look over to Zoshir. Has my debt been repaid?
It has been beyond repaid.
I nod my head in agreement, and then I leave.
Okay. Scales have been balanced. Now it's just youth. 4? Ryza? Unless Zashir.
As I had found
dismisses-
that Zoshir dismisses Ryza.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
it's just.
Varys would be here with Daphne.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought he would be like tending to the twins, but that's if you need him to be here, then yeah, he'll be here, of course.
I mean,
And
he
he's like,
said
"Well, that
we
was
were.
something."
He said we were locked in, so I assume he's.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's like, well, that was something. I hope it was worth it.
I hope so as well.
What happens next?
What happens next is we use this as a stepping stone to even greater victories. By defeating Raban, we have forced the hand of the Baron and Raban's sibling, Fade Rautha. It's like they're going to have to fill a very considerable void that was left in Carthag. The expectation is for them to take complete and direct control of Arrakis. Especially considering how badly the Harkonnens have been bungling the spice production. It's like once they arrive, we can take the opportunity and eliminate them as well. It's like if they once they continue to flounder, there will be bleeding melange from here to the Kaitain, and even the Emperor will start to take notice. His Sardaukar are already here. All that he needs to do is to instruct them to take complete control of Arrakis away from the Harkonnens. So hopefully this is a blow dealt in that direction. In the meantime, we'll keep antagonizing their forces and degrading their capacity to fight us.
Presuming Zoshi did not dismiss Ryza.
Well, so if Zoshir is just sort of like catatonic, Daphne
Seems like.
will see her out of the room.
Come with me, my dear. How diplomatic. Yes.
Okay, while she's being escorted, as she's next to Zoshir, I'm going to use a talent that Eloise has. Well, you'll say something innocuous, but it'll have deeper meaning. Aaron's not sure how to phrase this. The message that I want to send to Zoshir and Zoshir only is that maybe now you can leverage your guild allies to kill their contracts with the Harkonnens.
How would she get that message to him?
So the way it works mechanically is I make a communicate test, and the difficulty gets raised by 1. And it sounds like I'm saying something plain and innocuous, like probably in this case, she'll say something comforting to Zoshir, and and now is the time to lean on allies and friends, and the things they can do for us. And hidden within that is the message: you can leverage the guild now, probably. So I guess I have to make a communicate test.
This is subtle communication, sure.
I'll go ahead and I'll spend my determination point and just roll 1 die.
Sure.
All right, so I hit the 2 with the determination, but no, and there's a complication.
There is a complication.
I have a feeling I know what the complication is.
You can just pay it off with 2 threat.
Oh, I can do that. Okay. Can I offer you a bargain? Would you prefer 2 threat, or would you prefer Daphne knows that I just slipped this little piece of intel? What's more interesting for you, Eric? Whatever you think is more spicy, I will do.
Oh, the latter, I think. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Daphne knows exactly what Ryza just did. And then she'll be escorted, apparently.
And the message that you wanted to convey to
To
Zoshir again?
Zoshir is that the Harkonnen have fucked up so badly here that it's well within reason because the guild have proposed an alliance and it's been accepted by the Fremen. So she can, or sorry, he can ask. Riza is asking Zoshir to be like leverage the guild and have them cancel the Harkonnens' contracts because nothing moves without the guild,
Right.
and the Harkonnen are
Ooh,
clearly failing.
ooh, ooh.
And
Riza's
then
making moves, Daphne.
I know, and I'm holding my tongue until she's out of the room.
Very well. So after she's escorted out, Merlat's like, all right, it's done. Our people are. We're moving our assets off of the field, and we're going to have them returned to us, along with. He's like, we can make an effort to retrieve their bodies, to give them the proper Bremen departure, take them to the stills, and in the meantime, we'll have a symbolic ritual here in the siege, and word will spread soon after that Liet is no longer with us. He kind of leaves the floor open for any of you to say anything, questions, etc.
Daphne will say, may our children forgive us, but as much as I regret the lives lost today, I think Raban would have taken, on the whole, many, many more.
Agreed.
Hope we can forgive ourselves.
We must, he says. This is war. And with that, Merlat leaves you to your devices.
So, you have a new political advisor.
I. What she says makes sense, but I don't know that that would work.
It would. But that's not what I'm concerned about.
What are you concerned about?
You seem quite close to her after I thought I warned you.
I admit that I don't know what's wrong with me exactly. I can't seem to turn her away.
What happened?
Yeah, what exactly did happen?
I
She
assume.
showed you a lot of interesting techniques, and one thing led to another.
I mean, I'm reading the full consummation happened, but that's you're the player, so
I was leaving it vague for Ambrose to interpret how they prefer.
Okay. Um, yeah, probably just devolved into something inappropriate for sure. Um,
I mean, she gave you a picture of your family, so what else are you gonna do but put out?
yeah, he will look at um Daphne and just knowing he utterly betrayed her. Um, I'm I'm sorry.
sorry for what?
He gifted me something of my parents and was as if hypnotized. I invited her to stay.
After I warned you what she was like.
Yes.
I'd ask if you thought of me at all, or not at all, during the moment, but I don't want to know that answer. I have a different question for you. What names do you have picked out?
Names?
For your child.
I
She's
don't.
pregnant.
How can you know that for sure?
Because I know what the Bene Gesserit can do, because I happen to be one. I chose exactly when I wanted to get pregnant. I chose to have twins. She chose to have the Mahdi's firstborn.
What do I do?
Well, either you send her away, or I suppose I'll only content myself with one husband. But then, of course, you can't send her away, can you? Because, like I just said, she's pregnant.
You never did that to me.
No,
What
I didn't.
she did.
Correct. I was getting close to having the conversation with you about children, but I suppose we're not going to have that again, are we?
I will send her away.
And what happens 9 months from now? Bring her here, separate a child from its mother, abandon your child?
No, I suppose that is unfair.
If I did not have the training that I have, I would be throwing dishes against the wall right now. I suppose it's a good thing for us both that I have slightly more self-control than that. A shame you didn't.
How can I make this up to you?
I don't know if you can.
That is a fair statement.
Find out, I suppose, what she wants. Does she just want to be mother of the Mahdi's child, or does she want something more?
I will do that.
I have a funeral to go prepare to officiate. And Daphne will just leave.
Yeah. Varys says absolutely nothing and just follows right behind her.
I assume he probably just gives Oshira you done fucked up look.
He's
Probably.
like, yeah, he's just like, just leaves. Like, oh man. And with that, you're left by yourself to contemplate what just happened, Zoshir. You know, for being the Mahdi of the Fremen people, you're constantly surrounded by people, and despite that, you've never felt so alone.
Hmm.
Switching gears,
Ah.
let's head over to Kaitane, where a different battle is waging, a political one, one that deals with the Landsrad and the various machinations that have been taking place. I think Aaron is frozen. Oh no.
Oh no, there she goes.
Okay.
Doom.
Dang it. Let's see. When she comes back in, I have a question. I have a question for her.
I'm gonna put us on break real quick until
Oh, sure.
she comes back, cause
So, by the way, we were, I don't know if you saw Discord during the whole thing.
I missed a lot. Damn it.
I love the GIF thread. Also, fist bump to Ambrose for the really cool
Yeah, that
scene.
was a great scene. That was an excellent scene. Actually, give yourselves a point of advancement for those characters, at least one. Ryza is gonna get all of the advancement points, however, when she comes back.
Oh, dang.
Their
got
2 missions were
seduced.
accomplished this week.
I
Yeah.
knew it! I knew it! I knew she wanted to get knocked up.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Go ahead and give Ryza 3 advancement points, please, for successfully
oh, good
completing her
fucking
mission.
God.
I will have. I'm very sorry, everyone, but you can't put an evil woman in front of me and not have me play her well.
No,
you did great. You
with
did
aplomb.
great.
Excellent. Yeah.
Oh, Lady Eloise, I didn't know you shaved your hair.
I know. I'm moving the boxes
I know, but-
around.
Yeah, I laughed too hard and literally kicked my ether out cable.
I did love your reactions as you were just watching the fight progress.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch.
It was great. I'm here for it.
Let's see. So I guess we can move to Kaitane. Let's see, where do we leave off with you all? I think we had.
You know damn well where you left off with me.
Oh yeah, with you for sure. Let's
We
see.
ended with the Wagers thing, and then Eloise, I think, returned to the arc after that.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I was going to ask, how? So okay, so is my timeline different than Archibald's timeline right now, or are we synced? Because
I
I'm
think you're
curious.
synced.
Okay, because correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the Ixian Highliner was stored on the arc.
It is.
It was.
Okay.
Yes.
Was or is?
It was until he undocked it to give them the tour.
So within the arc, we saw Chom and House Lindarin get on board a Haliter. Did the Haliter come back, or did he just stay undocked?
That's what we're about to find out.
Great, cool, okay.
So I guess if you want, we can continue with you, Archibald, after the subsequent deaths of the people whose lives
Just
you took.
Rip the Band-Aid off. I got a plan.
Yeah.
Though, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, no one's having a good day today.
Mm-mm.
Hopefully Hey, I'm just saying Zoshir got some nookie.
But at what cost?
The costs.
Hey,
There's that word again.
That 30 seconds was probably the best 30 seconds of his 30
No,
seconds.
no.
of his
Oh,
life.
honey,
she's
honey.
a trained Bene Gesserit.
Zoshir also has Prana Bindu. That was some long fucking.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yep. Lionel Richie song comes to mind all night long. Anyway, Archibald, you feel like this the sensation of Allfather leaving you back into control of your own faculties is almost like a phantom limb. You know, like like it doesn't feel real for a second. You're just kind of holding on to the bars as you're looking at the faster than light uh, engines and stuff like that beneath you in this place where you're in, and like the disintegrated bodies of the representatives that you pushed over the edge, like sizzling on the coils and shit. Like, what do? You have to think of some way to cover this up or figure something out, because there will be inquiries, and if your cover is blown, you're going to be joining Leto in the subsequent traitor trial that they're going to put on not too far in the future.
Hmm. So the bodies are still there, correct?
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
partially disintegrated. They won't be there for long, though.
I mean, you could just let them burn up.
I was thinking about that, but I could also kind of shift it into like. So I kind of have a little bit of a plan here because this is a prototype of a ship.
I'm always nervous when you say you have a plan, Leo. Always nervous immediately.
Well,
I
I
mean,
feel like I could.
theoretically, it was a good plan to bring Chomi here.
It was.
Yes, giving it up for it. We just, oh, Father, yeah. Mm,
Here's
mm.
the thing. I still have that tape recorder in my ship, technically. So if we can get the right people here to investigate, we could possibly show that the Emperor is being controlled by the Allfather.
An interesting
So
plan.
I think first I'm gonna call Eloise. I'm gonna have her come here if I could.
Eloise is on the arc.
Yeah. I would go see. Would I have time to bring her here before the body's disintegrated?
I mean, probably not.
Okay.
I mean, she'd have to like rush over, um, get on a transport and head over.
Is there
By
Don't,
the time
don't,
she
any?
reaches
No,
it,
you're
like
good. Is there any
yeah.
way that I could get them out?
you can try to get some vestige of their corpses out before they completely burn up. This is dangerous, of course, and Allfather lets you know as much.
Obviously. Okay, smartass.
Ooh,
Okay.
don't do that. You don't want to do that. No, that's dangerous. See the sign?
Okay. Um, yeah, what I would do is first I would definitely call Eloise
hmm
and I would probably go there first.
Oh, that's a very good idea, he says inside your mind. Yes, call her. Call the head of the guild and bring her on board. Show her what you've done, what we've done together.
Yeah, I don't trust you, me, and her and alone. So I'm gonna go to her. Thank you very much.
Oh, even better idea. Get yourself
Okay.
out of the crime scene.
Actually, you know what? It's you said it wasn't docked, right?
It was not, no.
Uh, Okay.
Just jumps, leaves.
You wanna know what?
Don't do that,
I'm
please.
not gonna do that.
Trust your instincts, Archibald. You know what to do. You always know the right thing to do, don't you?
So his right now, he's kind of mentally breaking at the moment, and he's fed up with everything that is going on with Allfather. I think it is time to get that Ixian dampener out.
Oh, you mean the probe.
Yes.
What do you think you're going to do with that?
I
You
don't
think you're
know.
going to get rid of me so easily?
No, no,
Do
I'm gonna
you
get rid of you.
realize what you can benefit from with my help?
I
Do
don't
you
care.
have any idea what you can do?
What, become a puppet? Sure.
I
He
think
does. He
you've
just doesn't
only.
fucking care anymore. He's gonna be honest with you, so he's gonna figure it out.
Oh, you left your things back in the Ark. Are you going to head back there to retrieve your
Well, I thought I
precious
was at the
probe?
Ark.
So you're aboard your ship, the
Yes,
the
correct.
the experimental prototype Hayliner that's shortened that can dock within the Ark. You took it out to give these guys a tour, and and you did that to their detriment. And now you're having to either go back to the Ark within your ship and dock with it to then retrieve your Ark, or you're going to call Elois to bring a shuttle out to your ship to retrieve you and extract you back in.
Mm, no, I'm not gonna bring her out here with just me and her.
Yeah, fun
Um,
fact, Eloise is not going to be alone with Archibald ever in a
no,
million fucking years.
no, I wouldn't, and
Probably a
Archibald wouldn't
wise
let that
move,
happen.
Shadow. Yes, very, very prudent.
So, do we got any momentum left?
Uh, you do not. But the threat store is always open.
Could I give you threat to say that I keep my Ixane dampener on me at all times?
Sure. If you could give me a understand roll, of 2 or higher, and
If I
give me
if I,
2
if
threat.
if I can outer game interject, don't you
Sure.
need like doesn't he don't we need like a doctor to like do that
I was
Not
told
quote
necessarily.
unquote
magically
safely?
It's never
safe.
safe, no
Yeah.
matter who does it.
Okay, let me rephrase. More safely.
Somebody
So
with a high understand could probably pull it off. That's what the Lady Randall was able
yeah.
to do.
Yeah,
So he,
this is the reason Eloise hasn't done this, which is why I bring it up.
Sure.
Eloise has not done the same thing because it's like,
It's never risk free. I'll just put it that way. No matter who
yeah,
wields it, the
so
higher the
he,
understanding, though, the better chances you have.
here's the thing. In his mind, like he said, he's done with all the games.
Hmm.
He's just fucking done. Like I could say like he's even like made of like a radio log saying
Hmm.
if I die, I want I want Daphne to take care of Indigo, and basically saying his last will and testament if this goes wrong.
Oh,
But he is
Okay.
done.
where is your daughter, by the way?
She's on the arc.
In
Whoops.
Yue's care the last time, so she's
Yep.
floating around, being handed to people within the med bay, essentially being taken care of by servants
Yeah.
and nursemaids and such.
So this either works or he dies. He's at the point where like he just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Hmm. Oh, I know that desperate feeling very well, Archibald. It's only one that comes with being mortal.
I'm sure.
That much I can tell you with assurances. We can fix this for you, of course. And you haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do with my assistance. You had a hint of it on Ikaz. I thought for a moment that you finally got it. But then you just gave it up. And you refused for me to give you help. And you're thinking back to what he was saying, and he's like, you're thinking back to that moment in Ikaz when the thinking machine got activated and you managed to get it to stop. And you start to putting the pieces together. You think what he's trying to get at is that with his aid, you're able to control machines in such a way, which is how you're able to utilize these new Hayliners. You can command them. And if that's true, go ahead and make your understand roll. 2 or higher.
Okay. I'm going to say this is power. And my statement here definitely I wish to find the truth about who I want. Wow. Who I am. I want to
Identity
know who I
crisis.
really am, basically. So does that statement
Yeah, this definitely fits in with that.
okay. This is pretty big, so I'm going to go with a determination point here.
Okay, so you get before you roll, then you get an automatic 2 successes. Go ahead and roll the one remaining die.
Just one remaining die.
Yeah, just one remaining die. Anything you get extra is added to your momentum pool, which is currently 0.
Could I use deductive reasoning for this?
I'll allow it. Yeah,
Eh. Oh, 16.
nothing extra. But you got your 2 successes, and
Yep.
with the 2 threat, you can say that you thought ahead enough to bring the equipment with you. So you're aboard your ship with the equipment that you want. Did you still want to ring Eloise and tell her what happened? Decisions.
Ring.
Yeah, did you want to like contact her on a comm and let her know what happened with those unfortunate Chome representatives and the envoy?
Um, yeah, I would definitely contact her.
Thank
But
fuck.
actually,
No,
no,
don't actually.
I don't even have to give you the condition of decision paralysis. You do it on your own.
I do. I really do. Well, I'm trying to think of what he would do, and honestly, I think right now his forefront is getting like All Father under control. That's what Jared would do.
Hmm. In real life, that's what you would do. Okay, well, fair
Yeah.
enough. I mean, you want to
We
get some
have
help?
family reconciliation, and now back to secret time. God damn
Yep.
it.
I mean, it makes sense for like for anybody to not want to be controlled.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, I would say we're gonna do the Ixion dampener first,
And then contact
and
Eloise.
then
Oh
contact her.
man. And he's like, "Oh, make sure." He kind of instructs you, almost in a mocking tone, like, "Oh, don't put that there. You're gonna fry your nerves. You won't grow hair anymore."
Oh, I'm tired of
You
this.
you made your with the determination point. You're not only able to control machines. What he's insinuating is that you're also able to control all of his children as well. All the people who have been infected or inducted into his network. You can control the nanoswarms, and by extension, the people that they inhabit.
Yeah. What? What's that got to do with anything? Well,
It has to
just
do with everything, doesn't it?
what? So I become number two? What if I don't want to become number fucking two?
What do you mean, number two? You've always been my number one, Archibald.
No.
Even though you are technically number two, Archibald.
At the end of the day, you are number one, and you'll always be that way. And no. Maybe the original Archibald would have fallen for this bullshit, but not me. Maybe,
Oh, you
maybe you should have
proclaim to
went
be
with me.
someone different. This is refreshing. Who are you then?
I can for sure tell you that I'm a man that's not going to be controlled. And that's when I'm going to do hit the button to the Ixion dampener.
Zap. Okay. Back to this. All right. So, you're utilizing the one that is reverse engineered, meaning it doesn't take things out as much as it puts things in. What are you wanting to put into your mind this time?
Um,
Is it Pardo
everything.
Reed's memories?
Oh,
Omelis's memories?
could I put in everything?
I mean, you could. You want to do that all at once?
Um, I'm going to assume that the difficulty is going to be higher if I do both. So I think the smart thing to do would be one at a time. And Pardo Reed I Pardo Reed has experience with this. I'm pretty sure from the last.
Mhm. Yeah, you do. It in most cases though, it was stuff that it was used against you. Stuff that it was used against you. So you were you were on the receiving end. This time you're trying to operate the thing on your own. Yeah, you set it up and you start downloading all of this information onto your brain, like his thoughts, his patterns, everything that he's accumulated, um, his knowledge starts to pour into your mind, starts to be sort of superimposed over top of yours, and you're kind of like overwhelmed, and uh, you notice though that it's interfering with All Father's way of communicating with you, almost like he's on a particular frequency, and now you're like jumbling that with other frequencies, you know.
Yep.
By doing this, you feel his control being diluted somewhat. But this, in turn, you realize, because of your deductive reasoning, will also dilute your abilities that he's granted you over his nanite swarms, over the thinking machines, over these vessels. Do you want to continue?
Uh,
Mechanically, this means that you will not have the abilities that he was proposing that you would have to control thinking machines and his children and so on. Instead, you will gain, or you will be able to achieve and receive mentat talents going forward. You'll get that trait, which will be very helpful for your very strategically minded brain. You'll be able to utilize logic and in ways that you haven't been able to do prior to now. Of course, there's still the chances that something goes horribly wrong. You can fry your neurons permanently, or something else can happen entirely. Ixion probes are kind of a weird thing in the Dune universe. Are you prepared to take that next step and keep it going, or do you disengage?
so I won't be able to control the robots? Oh,
Well, you
But you'll
trade
be
one
able
thing
to
for the
control
other.
yourself. Gaze into the FTL drive and contemplate the
no, I
correct
gotta do.
answer.
This is gonna sound bad, but if it was Jared, like Dune, like Arrakis, Kaiten would have been fucked because I would have 100%
You don't know for
been the bad
certain
guy.
if you don't know for certain if you proceed forward that will curtail your ability to control thinking machines. Um, that is entirely dependent on whether or not you're able to undermine All Father within your own mind.
So if I do this, there still is a chance where I could potentially be able to control the machines.
There is a chance, however slim.
You want to know what? My character, again, if this was original Archie, 100% he would have done this shit, but this is not. He doesn't want to be the original Archie. He wants agency, and especially with the fact that he's never had agency before. So we're gonna keep going.
Okay. All these thoughts, all this incredible amount of knowledge pours into your mind, and it like fries your brain. Um, Go ahead and roll 5 dice with understand.
Okay, 5 dice with
You do not
understand.
want complications that result in a roll of 18 or higher.
We have a Benny. We only have two
Oh,
Bennies, just so you know.
oh yes, we have two bennies currently.
We're gonna use
If you need to
truth
re-roll.
here.
Okay, yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Understand. Could I use deductive reasoning on this too?
I'm gonna say no, not
No.
for this
Okay.
one. Oh no, you
Uh.
rolled 2 dice. You're supposed to roll 5 dice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But that's okay. Go ahead and roll 3 more dice.
For D20, so three.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe.
No complications. Those
No
are all
complication.
successes.
Yep.
Outstanding. Yeah. So this time something interesting happens. The Ixion probe shorts out, and you see your hands start vibrating, like your whole body, everything around you feels like it's vibrating on a different level, and like You're looking at your hands and it's just a blur. And like you go to stand up and to grab the railing to kind of steady yourself because you're finding yourself like sprawl on the floor and shit. And when you move, it's like lightning. You're just like moving incredibly fast. Uh, and you're not sure what's happening. You're not sure if you're hallucinating all of this, but Allfather's voice seems like it's coming from far away. You think to look to the comm panel to ring in Eloise and let her know what's happened, and before you could finish the thought, you're already there. You've
Uh,
moved. You've traversed that distance in split seconds. This is not normal, but this is apparently who you are. Your fingers move across the over the panel, and the the call goes out to Eloise. And every moment that you wait for her to respond feels like an eternity. Eloise, you're being called from the other Hayliner that has docked within the Ark. It's Archibald.
Eloise will transfer it to her personal communicator that has deep encryption on it.
Mm-hmm.
Archibald,
well, you hear like heavy breathing, like.
what's what's happening?
I did it. I got rid of him. He's gone. Ah.
You killed Allfather?
No,
I see.
but he's farther away. He can't affect me anymore.
Why don't you come back to the Ark?
That's another thing. You want to know what Allfather made me do?
Yes, I would love to know.
I killed 2 Chome people, and I killed a house.
Really glad I switched those to her private communicator.
Yep.
Really glad.
Yep.
Okay, Archibald. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to redock with the Ark. We're going to have a little chat. I'm going to. You can't kill Chome and a house envoy and no consequences. I can't shield you from this, Archibald.
I understand that, and I know that's gonna happen. But I have a plan if you'll let me just.
Tell me your plan before I make my own.
We can overstate. This can fade into the background if we show that Allfather is controlling the Emperor. This ship is heresy on its own. If we show everybody in this godforsaken fucking planet, they'll believe us. That combined with the video, they will believe us. And this whole resolution will be gone.
Archibald, most of the Landsrat is compromised.
Of course they are. How much?
Even if we show how much, I have confirmation on 5. Am I correct in that number, Eric?
Yeah,
5 or 6. Yeah, I think it's 5 total. I have suspicions of more than that. Probably 7 or 8, I suspect. But 7 or 8 houses is a majority. Is that bad math on my part, or is that correct math?
From what you can see, there's 3 houses in favor of the resolution, and
Well, I just meant
are actually
I just meant for
opposed.
any resolution. Is 8 houses enough to sway the Redlands Rad?
Yes.
Okay, so at my conservative estimate, Archibald, there's no resolution we'll bring that they won't vote down.
So you're telling me we're fucked either way.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you we can reveal this to the houses that aren't. and that we will have some new allies. But the Imperium's already dead. Its corpse is just being puppeted by Allfather.
So Tupau's fucked.
There, I've already looked to Two Pile. They've already started to evacuate. So if we jump to Two Pile, we can assist. We can save as many as we can. It's not an all hope is lost moment, but I don't know that we can win here through political means.
Okay. So either way,
Can you? You said you pushed him away. Can you still control the Hayliner?
fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
Nope.
Nope, can't. No,
All right.
I can't.
I'll send a shuttle for you.
Thank you.
We'll
Actually, sorry, go on. We need to keep this Hayliner though.
I was intending to crash it into Kaitane and destroy the planet.
You know what? That's a great fucking idea.
Glad you agree. The shuttle will be there shortly.
Thank you.
Don't be offended when there's lots of guards, Archibald, because the way you sound is concerning, but it's not a way I've heard you sound, which makes me less worried, weirdly enough. But I'm still worried.
But I'd be the same
So
way.
it will be an armed escort. Don't do anything stupid.
I'm not.
Right. Eloise will kill comms and then send an order to have a shuttle with the best spacing guild guards to go
Okay.
retrieve Archibald.
Sure. Will Amira be quietly joining this group of enforcers without Eloise's
So-
knowledge?
Just sort of like keeping tabs on Eloise. What does it seem like Eloise would like to have happen?
That depends on how you're keeping tabs on Eloise.
Not talking to her, not confronting her, but like trying to stay aware as best I can of like, oh, where's she going? Where's she moving to? Who's she
You're stalking
talking
her.
to?
I get it. Of course.
Yeah, stalking.
This is actually an interesting question. Give me a discipline roll for Amira.
Oh
Rachel?
goodness, let me open. I didn't think I was gonna. Let me open her character sheet. And discipline, you said?
Yes.
Loading. I have 3 character sheets open. I could probably close kinds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forever. I do love how, compared to any house or any other grouping, the deceased characters thing is the hugest tab in this game.
It's a full-on graveyard.
Will Ascender also be accompanying this armed escort team of
Oh,
elite
yes.
soldiers being sent
Yes.
to the ship?
A
Okay.
1000%. And in I language to Eloise only, because she has to give official orders to the guild, but Lysander is different. In I language, Lysander, if you suspect Archibald's not in control of himself, end it. We can't
shit.
have this go on anymore. He's like,
Oh.
she'll tell him he's killed 2 Cho operatives and a house envoy. It cannot go on anymore.
Oh snap.
Uh,
He will respond affirmative.
would infiltration be an applicable focus?
Yeah, actually.
Is infiltration stalking? Yeah.
It's good to get
Just
the GM approval.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Very good. 2. Everything's cool. you're keeping tabs on Eloise aboard the Ark without her realizing it. Yeah, everything's cool. Everything's normal.
I fucking hate that I removed her from my Prussians. I fucking hate it so much.
Eloise, you summon Lysander to your quarters and
so-
you speak in eye language. You give the orders and
So
go off to do the thing.
the question that Amira would want to know is like, essentially, would Eloise be happier if I stayed here and started killing the compromised heads of houses? Or if I snuck back on the Highliner and just sort of floated around there as a ghost or stalker?
I guess I'm gonna answer this question because I'm the one being stalked. I think the vibe of Eloise, like, if she's stalking me enough, she probably heard that conversation, right? So the majority of the Lance Rad's compromised, so that angle's fucked. So killing them's worthless at this point. So yeah, take that how you will.
I feel like Amira would probably also like the chance just to be close to where Eloise is.
And I guess if Amira has eyes on her when Lysander comes in, Amira does have house eye language.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny. You're keeping tabs and stuff like that. Lysander and you around the same time notice that the only people outside of Eloise's quarters is the Harkonnen Mentat walking his dog. The dog, of course, is barking incessantly and just won't stop. The Mentat notices you're there, waves, smiles, and walks away.
So if Lysander fully comes to Eloise's quarters, then it won't just be an our language conversation. She'll Ixian dampen her, and then
explain. Yeah,
explain everything. Like, he says he's in control now, and says he can't control the Hayliner. Daphne can't know about this, but because of the point we're at now, where the Emperor, Mahayam, a majority of the Landsrad are compromised, destroying Kaitane is our way forward. So we're going to smash this Ixian Highliner into Kaitane.
And
Lysander.
Daphne's like morally agonizing over like a dozen Harkonnen. Oh my God.
We're gonna blow up a planet. It's fine. Lysander, do you have a talent? Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you have a talent that says unquestionable loyalty?
Eloise does.
I know she does. Yeah.
Scroll, damn it.
It's a good one to have. Daphne has two, so did Kynes.
Oh, I do not have unquestionable loyalty.
Okay. So this is getting into some potentially gray moral areas for you, or maybe not. You serve House Cheshire. House Cheshire is gone, but you still owe fealty, or you still want to protect the people who presided over that house, which would include Eloise and Daphne and everybody else as part of your entourage. People like Beatrice, who is now over at Bennett's Lilacs. What do you do when you are given this order? Essentially, like, hey, take this guy out if he acts untoward. Also, we're planning on potentially destroying the heart of the Imperium.
Oh, the first thought is, oh shit. The second thought is, okay, let's do this.
Oh.
So Eloise can be like, I'm going to go down and address the Landsrad before we do this. Because if they see something approaching too closely, they'll just shoot it down, right? So I have a couple of things I'm going to bring to them. One of them is going to be here. I'm going to bring the new Hayliner into orbit for your all perusal, and then flee as it crashes in. I want to get as many uncompromised envoys off as possible. But we can't. The Imperium is dead.
Correct.
We'll do as you ask.
Wonderful. Kill Zixie and Dampener. It gives official orders to have, I guess since we can't control it, like, do we have like shuttles that can like guide it down lower or something like that?
Yeah, you can bring it down, and I mean it's half the size of a regular Hayliner, so it can actually land on a somewhere. Yeah, so you could bring it in for observation, so to speak, and just take it from
Okay.
there. The
So
problem with your plan though is how you're planning on doing it, because the only person who previously had the ability to control these things was Archibald.
right.
It's okay. We're all
No.
acting a little impulsively these days.
So okay. Oh. I have a plan. Okay.
Okay.
Eloise is gonna go back to Kaiten to address, because I guess we're at the meeting point, right?
Um,
It- Uh, she's gonna go address the Lance Rad.
While you
And-
do that, then I'm guessing the armed guards go to retrieve Archibald. And
Oh
bring him
yes,
aboard.
sorry. Yes.
They bring him aboard the Ark and then keep him there, like under watch.
Yes.
Okay. So Amira, in disguise, Lysander, you get brought onto the shuttle. The shuttle goes out just as Eloise takes a personal guild shuttle down to the surface of the planet. Although you may want to wait, because at this point the Landsred's already kind of closed for business. You'd have to wait for the next day to.
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah. That's what I was saying. Like when
Okay.
they next like meet,
Gotcha.
Eloise is going to interrupt.
Gotcha. Okay. So you retrieve Archibald when the shuttles dock with the main ship. Archibald, you have no control over the ship any longer. Try as you might. So they have to literally like cut their way in. Or yeah, in most cases, actually, you could probably just release the door. There's like manual controls that you can use to release the doors open and shit like that. But for anything else, they'd have to like brute force their way through. So they dock, they open it up. He seems very strange when you see him. When you walk in and you look for him, there's this smell in the air that's not. It's just a horrible smell as soon as you walk into this chamber, and it smells like cordite or something, and ozone. But you don't see any shields activated anywhere. Archibald, meanwhile, seems to be like you're a little bit more in control of your faculties, but whatever that feeling was where you were moving incredibly fast, it seems to have died down a little bit. But you all see this. When he turns to look at you, there's almost like an after image for a split second. And you all kind of blink like, did I just see this shit? And then some of the other like guild security guys like look at each other and they look back to him like, what the hell's wrong with him? Did you see that? Yeah. And it's these little instances, these little subtle movements that he sometimes makes that you see, like it moves like incredibly fast, and you don't see it. Like he's just there, and he's not. It comes interspersed throughout the time that you acquire him and bring him back to the Ark. You've never seen anything like this before. None of you have. What do you do? What do you say?
Are you well?
yeah. Better than I have been, whether you like to believe it or not.
What happened?
Oh, Father, that's what happened. I was was tired of being controlled. I thought that I could control this and be able to use his own tools against him. But the Allfather's too strong, even for me. So, does he know about like the Ixian dampener and about what it does and shit?
Lysander?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lysander's had enough exposure to that equipment through his own adventures in the past. I think it was on Franz 5 with the rest of the entourage that you encountered it for the first time. That it was used to extract the mind and the memories of somebody who was already deceased. It's just sort of like used complicated electrons to stimulate the brain and reinvigorate it, Frankenstein style, like, okay, and then it was able to digitize a lot of that information and create a construct of it that can speak to you, essentially. So the death given the breath of life after their demise. So it's like, yeah, you're familiar with this heretical equipment, which just appears to be all but burnt up in his hands.
When I was back on Jabberwock, I went to go see Omelis because he's the only person that could help me with this Allfather problem.
Wasn't Lysander there?
He was.
You accompanied him to
I think he was. Yeah,
I thought.
Jabberwock?
maybe. Oh, let's just say he did.
I think Lysander was the one who was trying to get the atomics and the white rabbits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I used it. I have Pardo and Omelis' memories inside of my head. And Allfather is so far away, I can't hear him anymore.
So there's a possibility he could resurface.
Is that true, Game Master?
There's no way to know for sure.
There's no way to know for sure, but one thing I do know is that he will never have full autonomy over my body again. That I can tell you for sure. And I plan on turning the tides of this on Allfather. I'm gonna fuck with him this time. So
A very large feat to pull off.
Oh yeah. How many people are here?
Probably about like half a dozen people.
All you guys for little old me. And I just walk past.
You blink and you're halfway down the corridor, and you're just like, "How the fuck did I get here?" And everybody witnesses you just kind of like blur, and then you're down there now.
What in the hell?
I got
You see
new
some of the guild guys
superpowers.
pick up the Ixian device, and they're like murmuring amongst themselves, like, "This is heretical. It must be destroyed. It looks like it already is destroyed. This should be brought to that administrator immediately."
Do what you must. She already knows about it.
They escort you to a room, a nice suite just for yourself, very spacious. As they bring you in, you catch notice of like some dog barking down the hallway, and the guy standing there watching. You get escorted into your room, where they kind of leave you to your devices for the moment, and then some of the guild security people take the device to Eloise. It's like, what do you want us to do with this? Looks like it's already been destroyed.
Leave it with me.
All right, they set it on a table. They leave you to it. Lysander, you're dismissed back to your quarters or to your patrol, however you wish, unless you want to do something with your time while you're here.
I can't think of anything he'd want to do.
Okay, fair enough. Amira?
I don't know that there are any viable targets right now.
Okay.
Except for Archibald, but we're waiting on him.
Who are you watching? Or stalking, rather? Are you watching Eloise or are you watching Archibald?
So I think when she was watching Eloise, and Eloise told Lysander, yeah, if Archibald gets out of pocket, kill him, she switched her focus to Archibald.
She probably didn't hear that portion because that
Okay.
was conducted underneath the Exian dampener.
It was. In that case, yeah, she's still following Eloise.
Fair enough. So without any...
I'll send the same secret message to Rachel that I just sent to you then, Eric.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Secret messages.
Secrets don't make friends, guys.
Says the one who has constantly done that.
Hey, I'm trying to turn a new leaf over here.
Okay. So you make those arrangements. Unless anybody has anything else they want to do before the next day, we'll just continue into the next Landsrad. I will remind you that Inessa, Dr. Yue, and the exiles from Tupile are still on Kaitane, establishing like little triage places in case you need to like bring anybody secretly into those locations and inoculate them. They've got all their stuff ready.
That is a great question. Medically, we can get rid of these nanobots. How about we try that first?
You want to hold a meeting before you go down, or before you issue your orders, Eloise?
No.
No. Okay.
Eloise declines to have a meeting about what she's about to do.
How telling. Okay, very well. The next day begins. You start issuing your orders. Eloise comes down to Kaitane to meet with the Landsrad, which is in session. You go through with your typical entourage, and you see that there's a couple of security posted Landsrad guards that notice your coming entourage, but they're aware of it. Do you want to like move right in and like interrupt the current session, be like make a big fucking stink or whatever about it?
Yes, 1000%.
Yeah. What does she say?
I have some things to bring to the Landsrad's attention.
You see, everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like it's very loudly claiming this on the floor. Go ahead.
None of this is measures to be voted on or anything like that. These are demands. First, a new nexus is needed for the guild. I'll be claiming Jabberwock as my former home and the whole system, and the Landsrad will vacate, leaving the Atomics and freeing the White Rabbits. Failure to adhere to this will result in the cancellation of all guild contracts with every house who votes in dissent. Second, plays the clip of the Emperor and Mohayam getting infected. I also know over half this Landsrad is infected, just like you see the Emperor and Mohayam right now. The Imperium is dead. You are mostly puppeted by Allfather. I suggest anyone who isn't flee now. This is the end.
You see
And then the face dancer's gonna. I assume face dancers have cyanide teeth. Just chink.
oh, uh, not exactly.
Well, if
Is the
not, that's
idea okay?
if
So you
not,
make
that's
this declaration and stuff like that, and you're assuming that that you were given the orders to issue this message and then like leave.
yeah.
And you see the assembled envoys, and the head parliamentarian is just like, "What is this nonsense? Remove this person from the gallery immediately. Remove them from the floor." And you see the Landsrad guards start to move in, but this doesn't look like your average like group of like bailiffs. Like this looks like the Landsrad guards that come and get you when you violate terms of the convention. They're full armored from head to toe, with weapons just bristling with weapons. They approach you and your entourage, and they tell your bodyguards to step aside. Means like, we're removing you from the assembly building, and then you're going to answer questions regarding the recent disappearances of House envoys and Chom representatives aboard the Ark. They've been missing for almost 24 hours, and we have questions for you and your entourage. Your ultimatums mean nothing here. And that's where we'll stop. Okay. Well, that is all the time that we have for our adventures into the Imperium, but we'll return next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's just go around the virtual tabletop one last time to reintroduce our wonderful cast, beginning with Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I am Aaron from Shifei. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Great Cthulhu. On YouTube, it's great_Cthulhu. Because I've been uploading videos. I've been running public access on Wednesdays. I didn't run this Wednesday. I stayed up too late talking to one of my EU friends. That'll happen. But next week, there will be a very exciting episode of that. A wild ass night phase in public access. It's going to be great. Obviously, next Thursday, you'll see me here. And I think that's it for right now. But yeah.
Excellent. Oh, one last question for you, Aaron. Is it a boy or a girl for Ryza?
I feel like the answer has to be boy.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh.
I thought that the sisterhood would have preferred a girl.
But without spoiling anything, is Ryza really loyal to the sisterhood, or is she loyal to herself?
This is an excellent question. Good job. Okay. Now on to Leo.
Hello. You can find me here playing this every Thursday. And today you saw me play Archibald. He I guess he's gotten some weight off off his shoulders. I believe he got some sort of new superpower. I don't know exactly what it is, but
You've moved from one set of consequences into another.
yeah, I'm going to assume it's a lot like what's his face was going through Pardo back in the day. I think that's
Oh, it's much worse. You also feel incredibly famished after your recent movements aboard the ship. So yeah, you're gonna have to be dealing with that from now on. Ambrose.
Well, that was something. That was definitely something. That sure was something. I'm gonna just go to sleep and contemplate my existence. But that was a whole lot of fun, actually. IRL, it was a lot of fun. I always have fun in these. And you can find me on server as amchickenling because chickens are my whole personality now. Please follow my chickens on Instagram at queer.as.flock. And, or don't. That's fine. You just miss their cute little faces. Actually, they're kind of ugly right now. Thank you.
Last but not least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, I'm Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires. Thank you for coming to my show. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I also really enjoyed the scene between Daphne and not Lysander. I'm looking at the Zoom and reading it.
Zoshir.
Daphne and Zoshir. So I got in some good lines. I'm happy about that. But yeah, welcome to my channel. This is an off week for Prowlers and Paragons, but you can come back on Monday. And you will see us playing Embers of Humanity, real fun post-apocalyptic community building independent RPG. We had our first episode was this past Monday, and you can now find the show on YouTube. Or video on demand here, but only for a week before Twitch disappears it into the ether. Also come back on Tuesday for Heart of the City Beneath. And then I am talking to one of the Heart players, Alisai, about perhaps running Actung Cthulhu when Heart wraps, which is exciting. And then come back here next Thursday for more Dune and more consequences.
Without a doubt. I've been Eric, aka Recluse Online. You can find me lurking around the Stolen Fires Discord from time to time. Thank you all for playing, and a big thanks as always to our viewers and fans for tuning in. Remember to head on over to uscpr.org and pcrf.net, as well as the global.palestineaction.org/donate. Give what you can to those helping with Palestinian rights around the world. And as always, bless the Maker and his water, bless the coming and going of him. May his passage cleanse the world, and may he keep the world for his people. Good night, everyone.
Brief teaser.